Welcome YouTube to Complete Lifestyles, where we focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Nobody's perfect, but we can all strive to become complete as individuals. So let's get into it. Jay-Z accused in a civil lawsuit of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 along with Sean Diddy Combs. Jay-Z responded with a statement directed at the accuser's attorney. The accuser is anonymous. So we've all been following the P. Diddy case, seeing what's going on. And so let me get into how now Jay-Z had kind of been brought into it. And if I say it again, they normally don't do RICO cases and it's just affecting one person. They are always trying to get multiple people. So we were wondering which celebrity was going to come out with next. There had been rumors between J-Lo and potentially Cassie if she didn't flip first on him, and a whole bunch of other people. His head of security, some of the people that work for his company, and now we're getting into other celebrities. So Jay-Z, the star rapper and entrepreneur, whose real name is Sean Carter, was accused in a lawsuit Sunday of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000, allegedly along with Sean Diddy Combs. The anonymous accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, said the assault happened after she was driven to an MTV Music Video Awards after party. The federal lawsuit was originally filed in October in Southern District of New York, listing Combs as a defendant. It was refiled Sunday to include Carter. Texas-based attorney Tony Busby, who filed the suit, did not comment. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? Carter said in a statement to NBC News. These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. So when he says that, it's sort of going at the idea that criminal cases, you're trying to put them behind bars. Civil cases, you're trying to basically obtain money. Now, there are some civil cases where you can end up behind bars, et cetera, but that is the idea from why somebody would do a criminal case versus a civil case. These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. So Busby has filed several lawsuits in recent months. All have withheld their complaints, naming Combs as the assault and the rape. This is the first suit in which he has named another high-profile defendant. In a statement, legal representatives for Combs called the suits shameless publicity stunts designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them, just as lies have been spreading about Mr. Combs. As his legal team has said before, Mr. Combs has full confidence in the fact and integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs never sexually assaulted or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor, the statement read. Federal prosecutors in New York criminally charged Combs in September with racketeering, sex trafficking, other offenses, and he is behind bars at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after he was denied bail for a third time last month. His trial is scheduled for May 5th. Prosecutors said in a court hearing last month that they are in the process of potentially bringing more charges against Combs in a superseding indictment. Before Sunday's lawsuit was refiled, Carter received a letter from the plaintiff's counsel requesting a mediation to resolve the matter. So how that normally works is when somebody is thinking about taking you to court, they try to meet with you and try to see if we can work it out behind the scenes before they actually even go public, et cetera, et cetera. Busby wrote in the suit. NBC News has seen that letter. In response to the letter Busby wrote in the suit, Carter filed his own lawsuit against the accuser's attorneys. Now, side note, whenever something like this happens, regardless of the outcome, it is a stain on that person. I really hate the fact that they do trials where everything is out in the open because let's just say that didn't happen or that wasn't the case, people are still going to have that opinion about someone. It is a horrible thing to be considered somebody who raped a minor. I really think that they should stop making things so public until it is done. The judge has ruled whatever it is, vice guilty, not guilty. Then if they're guilty, fine, if that's what you want to do. But if they're not guilty, you put that out there, people are always going to have that thought in their mind. So before Sundays, okay, the lawsuit claims that in 2000, when Doe was 13, Combs and Carter raped her at a house party after the MTV Music Video Awards in New York. The lawsuit says a friend dropped her off at the VMAs at Radio City Music Hall. She did not have a ticket, and she approached various limousine drivers to try to gain access to the show or an after party. One driver, the lawsuit says, told her that he worked for Combs and that she fit what Diddy was looking for. He invited her to a house party after the show and told her to return to his car later in the evening after he transported Carter and Combs, the suit says. Later, the driver picked her up, and the suit says after 20 minutes, they arrived at a white house with a U-shaped driveway. The suit says she had to sign a document she believed was a non-disclosure agreement on arrival and did not receive a copy to enter the party. Now, there was a story of a woman telling a story about when she went into these parties and they made you sign documents, they took your phone, they 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 may have had two separate sides of the house where one side was a normal party, which a lot of people were saying they were at that. But then if you went inside the house or you went to a second house on the property, that's where these freak offs or parties that they're going after Diddy allegedly happened. So she had to sign a document she believed was a non-disclosure agreement on arrival and did not receive a copy to enter the party, which the suit says was filled with celebrities and people doing marijuana and cocaine. She was offered a drink that made her feel woozy, lightheaded, and felt like she needed to lie down, the suit says, and she went into a room to rest. If you've seen my videos before about Diddy, they all had the same similar thing. You go to a party, you get a drink, you start to feel woozy, then when you wake up, something's going on. Shortly afterwards, the suit says Combs and Carter entered the room with Combs saying, "You are ready to party." That's when she alleges Carter removed her clothes, held her down, and raped her while Combs and an unnamed female celebrity watched. She says Combs also raped her as Carter and the woman looked on. The suit says that she was able to resist being forced to perform oral sex on Combs by hitting him in the neck and that he stopped. After the alleged assault, the suit says she grabbed her clothes and left. She made her way to a gas station where she called her father. The accuser is seeking unspecified damages. The lawsuit is filed under New York's Victim of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act. "My only heartbreak is for my family," Carter said in a statement. "My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and the greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence." So that's it for so far. That's what I have gathered so far. If anything else comes out, I'll let you guys know. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Like I told you, there are other celebrities that's been at these parties, from Usher, who was too young, he claims, and saw things he shouldn't saw, to Kevin Hart, who has a video out saying, you know, we had a party and actually being seen there, to a bunch of different celebrities. So with that being said, we will see what happens, what comes out of this. Who is that female celebrity that was in the room watching? Some people have an idea. I'm not going to say anything until it's actually put out there. But there you go. Enjoy your day, guys. Peace.